Question 420. Would you swap the illegal status of marijuana for alcohol or caffeine?
No.
Hold on. Not for alcohol. Caffeine, I could take or leave, but the fact that pot's illegal,
my caffeine.
the fact that pot is illegal is fucking ridiculous to me.
Yep.
Oh, I agree with you there, but I'm not giving up my caffeine or alcohol. Although, to be fair, society would probably be a better place if we had legal marijuana and illegal alcohol. But prohibition doesn't work. It's approved in the US.
No. Well, this is. I think this went back to a question that was asked the other day about whether something should be like alcohol or should smoking be banned out?
Yeah.
I think the question was. And I said banning something isn't going to take it away. In prohibition in America, we saw what happened there.
Yes, but the point is that you can't really compare prohibition with what we're talking about here. Because that was part of the temperance movement. They were aiming to get rid of the effects of the way it functions in society, rather than replace and get rid of the individual intoxicant. It had a very different aim and a spirit behind it, which is why people were. There's a lot more to it than that, Dave. But because it's really weird if you look into the history of that, how many groups on both sides of like the spectrum or whatever were, for prohibition, because it's got a bit of a thing of. It's often looked at nowadays as being a bit of a conservative kind of movement, but even groups like the Industrial Workers of the World were like prohibition and stuff. So it's quite a bit. But anyway, that's getting off on a whole. So you give up caffeine? You're happy to make caffeine illegal?
I'd get rid of caffeine if we could have fucking pot. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm giving up.
What?
You can still have coffee, and you'll eventually get over the lack of caffeine. You just have decaf, so the taste will still be there. You'll be fine.
It's the caffeine they want.
Would you say caffeine I want? Yeah. Would you say have people wired or people mellow?
Yes.
You just got rid of Coca-Cola,
They can go back to using cocaine in it.
You decaffeinated. Oh no! You brought that into the equation now, are we?
No, it's just marijuana for alcohol or caffeine.
I do believe there's decaffeinated Coca-Cola.
There is. It tastes like shit.
Yeah, it does.
Beth.
Coke tastes like shit, actually. Pepsi wins.
I like Coke. Which would you give up?
Marginally prefer Pepsi, I'd say, but.
I think that out of the three, alcohol is probably the worst drug out there. So I would say nix alcohol for it.
Amanda?
I agree.
Math pick?
Same thing.
Yeah, alcohol for society, but on a personal preference, probably caffeine.
You don't drink much coffee, do you?
I fucking no, not at all. None. I went to the cupboard there last week when I was tidying them up, and the coffee jar I turned upside down, and the little coffee that's in it did not fall. It's not been used.
I'd sooner have I'd sooner be able to go into like the garage and pick up an 8 for fucking weed than I would a fucking energy drink. So.
You can get rid of the energy drinks. I'm fine with that.
I mean, also you don't. We could just have amphetamines instead of caffeine.
That'll work.
Oh, that's a whole different topic.
The come down off that's a bit fucking harsh, but yeah.
That's what the weed is for, yo.
Art says, I don't smoke pot, but my kids do. It should be legal. It's harmless. Probably less harmless than alcohol. And my kids aren't children, by the way. Let's just give them some weed to go to bed. It's 3-year-old.
And may I point out, if we got rid of caffeine or something, what else does caffeine serve apart from being, like something to get you a bit
props up Starbucks?
Yeah, okay. We're able to legalize marijuana. That's a plant that serves. Marijuana hemp plant serves a lot of different functions. So
I think it would serve a lot more as well if we actually had a decent
And I think we'll find it coming back in lots of uses that we used to use it for.
Because, well, if people, if those who are proponents of biofuels, I don't quite know where I stand on that issue, but hemp's one of the best things you could use. If you're
There are better. If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day, and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.